So, this is the Jurassic World Legacy Collection Tyrannosaurus Rex Ambush Pack. This is a Target exclusive here in the United States, and it retails for about $54. Inside this package, you get a vehicle, a figure, and a dinosaur for that $54 price tag. And this is all from the Lost World Jurassic Park. This is our third Legacy Collection Lost World Jurassic Park set. Previously we got Roland Tembo and then Sarah Harding, and then now we're getting Ian Malcolm. I've seen some complaints online saying this set should have included Eddie Carr. I do agree with those complaints, but I do think Malcolm is still a cool addition, and I understand why, because he's a more popular character and it might sell the set a little bit better. And overall, this doesn't look like a bad set from in the box, but as you probably are already aware, this T-Rex is like a cardinal sin by Mattel, so we're gonna make sure we take a better look at that once we get it out of the box. But inside, you get the T-Rex, the Mercedes, and Ian Malcolm. Got the T-Rex roaring here, that's the Dominion render here. Jurassic World Legacy Collection, I've always loved the Legacy Collection logo. Tyrannosaurus Rex Ambush Pack, it's a Target exclusive, 4+ Mattel. On the side of the box, it's just got the Legacy Collection logo. I've got a bit of a cold, I do apologize, but it does have the Legacy Collection logo here. On the back of the box, you've got the nice Legacy Collection kind of logo. It's got the Jurassic World there on the back. Why is there a picture of the world? Who knows? Anyway, you got the T-Rex here. Yikes. You got the Mercedes-Benz ML320. Got Ian Malcolm, the dome opens and it is removable. You scan in Jurassic World Facts app. The other side of the box has just got a Legacy Collection logo. The top of the box has got this nice, the top of the, and then the underside has all your legal fun stuff on here. So yeah, we've got quite a bit to get out of here, so I really do hate to open it because it does look so good in the box, but we do have to go ahead and open this set. So here's everything out of the box. We do have a little bit of assembly to do. We got to put our tail on our T-Rex. Not too difficult. You just take it, line it up, and plug it in. And now that we have a fully assembled T-Rex, we can put it where it properly belongs. So here is Malcolm and the Mercedes, the two things I actually like in this set. Both look okay. Malcolm first though, because I still have to cut some of the ties on this Mercedes here. But he works with the Mercedes. So yeah, here's Malcolm. Taking a closer look at him. Seen a lot of complaints about the likeness on this guy. I don't necessarily get it, to be honest. I'll throw up a picture of how he looks in the film. I know the head sculpt leaves a lot to be desired, but I can tell it's Jeff Goldblum. And it's the more grizzled look, and then his outfit looks really good. I do wish he had, you know, painted boots, but it's a cost-saving measure they've been doing this year by not painting the boots on figures. Every year, it's just something else to save money, Mattel, ain't it? But he does look pretty good. It looks like it's pretty much an all-new figure. Maybe some reuse from the 30th anniversary Malcolm, but he does look fairly nice. As you can see, his face does look nice, even if it's not accurate. He's got his nice brown trench coat. He's got his black trench coat, brown shirt. He's got a green undershirt. Do have a painted belt buckle. He's got painted hands. Moving down his backside, he looks pretty good. Got this thing on him. And his coat's pretty nice. You can tell it's the Lost World Ian Malcolm. He's got all your standard human figure articulation. His head will move all around. His arms will move up and down. They'll move out. He's got elbow articulation. Tons of fun movement there. He's got a swivel at the waist so he can swivel. He's got leg articulation and knee articulation. So not as much as like a Hammond Collection figure, but not a bad amount of articulation. And he does look pretty good. I can definitely see him on my Lost World shelf looking pretty baller. It's Ian Malcolm. This is a figure that I've wanted a while as a Lost World Ian Malcolm, and I'm glad we have it. Would Eddie Carr would have made more sense with the set? Yeah. But as someone who wants a Lost World Malcolm, I can't complain. And we got our Mercedes. Let me go ahead and take some of the gunk off of here. All right, so here's our Mercedes with all the stuff taken off of it. And when I say stuff, I mean the zip ties and fun holding it back so it doesn't fall out. Pretty good. Passes my rolling test, and I'm glad to finally have a Mercedes. I don't have the original Kenner one because it's just one I've never picked up. And this one is really nice. A lot of fun features on here. It looks pretty close to the one in the film. You got the Mercedes logo up there up front. You got the winch there that Eddie Carr would have used to save the RVs. Got a nice camo patterning there. It's been simplified, obviously. It does like a real vehicle that looks like a toy, but I quite like the way it looks. It's very toyetic, which is good. Very slender profile at the front there. Other side looks good. Got the little mirrors there. The little rear view mirrors do have a sticker there. Got the metal roll guards, all that. They're not metal, they're plastic, but they're supposed to be metal. You've got the dome here, and this is actually removable. So you can have the more standard flat look. And then you've got the dome here that is pretty cool, and Malcolm can come out of. It does open up, so you can have a figure go in there if you do want. Inside there's a peg hole there for a figure to put his feet, so you can have your figure go. Malcolm can be observing from the Sorna Observer. That's what it's called in the Lego game. Pretty cool. The front doors do open, and you can fit two figures inside the cockpit. And when I say cockpit, I mean the driver's seat and the passenger seat. So we'll just take Malcolm again. And Malcolm can go. He can go in there. And then Malcolm can pull up in his Mercedes in the Lost World. Pretty cool. And then he'll easily just come out like so. The steering wheel, does it have mobility? Yes, it does. The steering wheel moves. I love when they do that. I'll obviously be taking some close-ups of the inside here to show off all the detail. But it does look really nice. There's the other side, the door opens. Get some really nice detailed shots there. So overall, this package is pretty nice. You get Malcolm and the Mercedes. 20 bucks or 25 bucks, this would have been a good deal, but Mattel decided to do what Mattel does. And they put a dinosaur in. And I guess I have to get the T-Rex out of the garbage bin, where it belongs. Here's the T-Rex. Here is our long-awaited bull T-Rex. There it is, in all of its glory, if you could use that word. We could have had a much nicer bull T-Rex, one that was actually in the Hammond collection, but some people just don't want nice things, and the crowdfund failed. So we won't be getting that anytime soon or ever. So we're stuck with this piece of shit figure. I'm sorry to be so opinionated, but I wanted a good bull T-Rex. The original Kenner bull T-Rex is one of my favorite toys of all time. And this could have been so good. They just didn't paint the damn thing. Like, the sculpt looks great. Like, it looks good, the sculpt. It just has no fucking paint on it. So that makes it hard to like. Here's our bull, though. It's an extreme chomping T-Rex that they've dolled up for this set. It's a new head sculpt. Like, this is all new. Everything else is extreme chomping T-Rex, but the head sculpt is completely new. And for what it is, it does look really good. Like, cut it off here. This figure looks fine. And the head sculpt is really, really nice. Really detailed. It's just there's no paint here back. Why? This is a $54 set. I get a lot of the budget probably went into the Mercedes and resculpting the head, but I would have rather just had a regular, like, extreme chopping T-Rex that doesn't have the proper head sculpt and have the proper colors than this attempt. There's no paint on this figure anywhere. Going over, since it's been probably, I don't think I've actually ever reviewed an extreme chompa T-Rex on my channel, so we'll go over the features. The arms will move back and forth as well as out a little bit. The legs will move back and forth. They also move in and out. There's a swivel at the foot. You can see those beautiful unpainted claws on the feet. The tail is on a ball swivel joint, so it's got some good movement there. And then the head's got some pretty good articulation for a T-Rex. It's got a joint here at the neck. And it's got a joint here at the head. And then you push this button here at the top and it will extreme chomp. This is actually very smooth compared to what I'm used to with one of these extreme chomping figures. I don't know if I like that. I mean, it's good that it's smooth. And the T-Rex can bite figures, chomp them. Poor Malcolm here. So yeah, there's the T-Rex. Let me bring everything back in frame. T-Rex is very disappointing, but otherwise I do like this set quite a bit. I don't recommend paying the full $54 for this thing. Wait for it to go on clearance or sale or something, get it for a little cheaper. But we've got some comparisons to do with some other figures. We're going to grab a bunch of Malcolms, we're going to grab a couple of Rexes, and we're going to grab some other Lost World thingies. But before we do that, I have to get through a 6-hour shift. So see you guys in 6 hours. So this is Dr. Malcolm, and this is Dr. Malcolm. So these are, I've got some Dr. Ian Malcolm comparisons to do. We're going to compare this with every version of Ian Malcolm Mattel's released. This is the original Legacy Collection Malcolm. Never have cared for this figure. It doesn't really look like Jeff Goldblum. It's just not a very good figure in my opinion. You can tell it's Ian Malcolm, it's just not the best likeness on this guy. Next up, we've got the Hammond Collection Ian Malcolm. Hammond Collection Ian Malcolm. This is the Hammond Collection Ian Malcolm. This one is probably not my favorite version of Malcolm, but the most accurate in my opinion. Looks pretty good here next to our Lost World one. Hopefully Lost World Malcolm will get the same treatment as the original Jurassic Park one and get a more accurate Hammond Collection figure. There's also another Hammond Collection Ian Malcolm, being the exclusive to Mattel Creations Sexy Ian Malcolm. Also have never really cared for this figure. It's a cool thing to have, but it's not my thing. But it's another Jurassic Park Ian Malcolm. Now we've got the odd Malcolms. We've got Dominion Ian Malcolm next. This figure has the same likeness problem as this figure, where it's just not the best looking. But, you know, it's Ian Malcolm from Dominion. And then our final Ian Malcolm, which is the most similar to this release, is the Jurassic Park 30th Anniversary Ian Malcolm. This one was already kind of based off of a Lost World action figure, so it does carry over pretty well to this version of Malcolm. They look pretty similar, but I believe there's very little reuse on these two guys. But it's also cool to have all of these Ian Malcolms. So here's all of our Ian Malcolms together. Pretty cool. Here's all of the Legacy Collection Lost World figures we've gotten. We originally got Roland Tembo, and then we got Sarah Harding, and now we've got Malcolm. I hope this continues to grow. One of my dream figures is Nick Van Owen, and he seems more and more likely every time they release another one of these. Hopefully we get him. But Malcolm looks great with these other Lost World figures, and he's going to look great on my shelf. Here's our Bull Rex with the original Extreme Chompin' T-Rex. This T-Rex has come in many flavors over the year, which I will pull out to show in a little bit. But as you can see, other than the head, they are the exact same figure down to the tail. The exact same sculpt since 2018. Only thing that is new is the head sculpt. This is a more slender look because it's a female Rex, and then this is a bulkier look because it's a male. Also, the chomping action is much more smooth on this new one compared to the older, more janky thing. And yes, mine is an original one that the tongue will stick out. They fixed this on later releases, including in the same production wave as this one. This is the original Extreme Chomping Rex. Here's our bowl. Here it is with the original Jurassic Park flavored Extreme Chomping Rex. This came in the Tim set. Yeah. And then the one that I do really want to compare it to is the original Bull T-Rex that they did, the Extreme Chomping Bull Rex. This one's a personal favorite of mine. As you can see, it's got the female T-Rex head sculpt, but the coloration is just great on this figure. If they would have just slapped these colors on this figure, would have been fine. Would have been fine. But they didn't. And look, it's got painted nails. They used to do that back in ye old, but they still have an unpainted tail. But you can see just that paint all the way down to the end makes it look so much better than this this shitty new T-Rex. Finally, here's the two vehicles next to each other. This is the Engine Jeep from the Lost World, and this is the Mercedes, the Good Team Mercedes. So yeah, two Lost World vehicles. It's awesome to have these in the collection. That's all I really do have to say about this set. Overall, I think it was a pretty okay set. If I was to rate it on a scale from 1 to 10, double cheeseburgers on top, no onions on mine, I'd give it a 6. It's a 6 out of 10 set. The Mercedes is great. I think Malcolm's okay, but this T-Rex is abysmal. So wait for this one to hit clearance. That's my recommendation. Anyway, if you have enjoyed, let me know. Take it easy, guys, and I'll see you guys in another video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, get that interaction up. I'd like to try and hit 500 subscribers by the end of the year. So we'll see if we can do it. We're at 300, almost 400 right now. So we'll see. Thanks for listening, though. Thanks for listening to me ramble on. And you guys have a great rest of y'all's day. Take it easy.